So girls, we're going to do a quick bit of revision over the methods we've been learning to use for multiplication and division, and that's to help you through the abacus activities that you have today. So let's start with division. Obviously, if you had a division that said 54 divided by 6, for example, you would need to be using your 6 times table. Okay, and you would count in sixes till you get to 54, or you might know your times table off by heart and therefore know it is 9, because 9 times 6 is 54. Okay, so when you're dividing by a single digit, you should be using your times tables to help you. If you're dividing a larger number, so for example, there is a question on the first page that says 723 divided by 3. That's when bus stop method will be much better for us. So a quick reminder as to how we do that. Set up our bus stop. The larger number goes inside, and the number we're dividing by goes here. So first of all, we're going to see how many 3's go into 7. Okay, so we can get 3, 6, so that's 2 3's, but there's 1 left over because 2 3's will only take us to 6. There's 1 left over, which I move across to here. How many 3's in 12? There are 4. How many 3's in 3? There are 1. So we get an answer of 241. We've done lots of that in class, so that's just a reminder for you about how we use bus stop method. Okay, on to multiplication then. If you have a question that requires you to multiply a 2-digit number by another 2-digit number, so an example we have on page 92 is 14 multiplied by 48. Okay, that one would be really handy to set up in grid method. Okay, and we can partition, so we can take 14 and partition that into 10 and 4, and then we can partition 48 into 40 and 8. Okay, and we're going to multiply all those numbers together. So 40 multiplied by 10 will be 400. 40 multiplied by 4, if you know that 4 times 4 is 16, it's 10 times bigger, so it's 160. 8 multiplied by 10 is 80, and 8 multiplied by 4 is 32. And then what we need to do is add up all those values together. Okay, so some of you might find column method handy for this, as long as you line up your digits correctly, making sure your 1s, your 10s and your 100s are in the right place. So we have 2 in our 1s, 8 add 6 is 14, add another 3 is 17. Okay, and then 4, 1 and 1 is 6. Okay, that gives us an answer of 672. So grid method's really helpful when we have 2 digits by 2 digits. And finally, a reminder that we have also used column method for multiplication. So if you choose to do page 93, for example, you might do a question that asks you to do a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. So for example, we might have 412 multiplied by 3. Okay, so we can set that up in column method, just like we would do for addition or subtraction. 412 multiplied, really important I put my 3 here in my 1s because it is 3 1s. And again, I'm going to work from my 1s, then across to my 10s, then across to my 100s. So 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 4 is 12. So I get an answer of 1,236. So that's just a quick reminder of some of the methods we have used this year for multiplying and dividing larger numbers.